Good reflection, man. He's good stuff. Ooh, it's hot today. 82 degrees. Good stuff. Oh man, that thing is loud. Hope everyone's doing well. How's everyone doing today? Busy day today. A lot of good stuff happening. I'm gonna visit my in-laws and hang out with my sister for a little bit. So it's gonna be a good day, Eat a little bit and then head out. Ooh, shake it.
Removing friction from things that we want to do, or adding friction to things that we don't want to do, is a profoundly useful way of nudging our behavior towards where we want it to be rather than where we don't want it to be.
Good concept.
Most recently, I realized that one of the things that was stopping me from sleeping on time is that I would browse YouTube videos at night while on the toilet. So I decided, you know what, let's figure out a way to add friction. I downloaded an app called Opal. It's really good. And it just blocks YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, and Twitter after 9 p.m. and before 9 a.m. So it means that, it's not impossible.
Ooh, a lot of golf courses here. I'm in Trenton.
I could sit down on my computer and
wow.
But the fact that
a lot of old money here, I guess.
The fact that they just added that little barrier that stops me from accessing YouTube has just changed the culture.
Beautiful though.
Now I'm just not
a lot of greenery
at nighttime. And then also, first thing
you guys see or not?
I found that I was just sitting on the toilet and browsing Instagram. So I just turned the thing on. So it's like I can't access social media between 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. This is one thing that I'm always on the lookout for. I'm always on the lookout for
how to optimize your life.
Behavior, instead of thinking, I just need to make that change, which is basically never going to happen. Okay, what is the system that I can add in place that will make it easier for me to make that change? And that means we can nudge our habits slowly towards things that are good for us and away from things that are bad for us. Oh, by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, you might like to check out my completely free 20 lessons I learned in 20 email.
So if you guys don't know who that is, Ali Abdaal is like this famous YouTuber that has like 5 million subscribers. He's killing it. So he made a video where it's 30, basically 7 things that, because he just turned 30, so he's just reflecting on some of the lessons from some of his old videos and just sharing with us his journey in being a YouTuber. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely have to make a video like this.
This is 5 days worth of emails. You can click the link in the video description, you enter your email address, and I'll send you an email every day for 5 days. And each email will have 4 different life lessons that have been taken from my experience in my life.
I went to the wrong place. You know how sometimes you type in avenue versus drive? I typed in drive versus avenue. Well, I just said Buckingham, but it was actually avenue, not drive. So, well, hopefully I learned my lesson. So I'm a little bit late. Gonna go home, grab a little bit of lunch, and then head out. And then we have a barbecue later at my in-laws tonight. So, gonna be a lot of driving today, but it's all good. Life is good. Can't complain.
Make money. I want to have the option to do what I want. And obviously money is a part of that.
This is a good one.
We'll need some amount of money to live. And for most of us, that amount of money is directly coupled to the thing that we spend our time doing. And
he's talking about how enjoying the process is so much more important than just being addicted to the money, but just really respecting the process.
I don't want to have to stay in medicine because I need to.
That's a good one.
So over the last couple of years, as the YouTube channel's really taken off.
Is it weekend? Oh, it is the weekend. We have a 3-day weekend in the US, so I'm excited. Memorial Day.
Different streams of income. I feel I've gotten to a point where I really don't need to rely.
I did 4 grocery deliveries today, so that was fun. Made like 70-something, 75 something and change. So not bad. A little extra cash.
This isn't like a dichotomy thing.
Life is good.
Like the spectrum. There are some people who absolutely love it. And
was a little rusty because I haven't shopped for groceries like that in a while at ShopRite. So.
For me, I think if
whoa, there's an airport here.
The last 2 years is not how I would choose to spend the rest of my life. I would not. Ooh.
Right when that happened.
The road to opportunity.
All these commercials.
Is often the road overlooked.
That's good. The way I've spent the last 2 years is not how I would choose to spend the rest of my life. I would not actively choose that on average 5 days a week and for 48 hours a week, I'm going to drive an hour to work, drive an hour back, and spend time in a hospital. I don't think that's the way, if I could design my lifestyle and my life from scratch, that's not what I would actively choose.
So cool to see how far he's gone.
2 or 3 days a week I want to do medicine because it's fun, but I won't want to do it much more than that. At least that's what I'm currently thinking. You know, obviously the subject will change. We all change our mind at various different times. I've changed my mind and got some specialty I want to do 100 different times. It's fine. We don't need to have all the answers. Oh, okay. This is good. This is really good. It's kind of weird, like watching these back and being like actually being able to see
reflect.
the real time.
Oh god, I gotta do reflection videos of my old videos. Oh god, it's gonna be so cringe.
Really thinking about this question.
Oh my
like,
god.
if I could design my life completely from scratch.
Snap, that's gonna be awkward.
And even though I enjoyed being a doctor.
Alright, so now I'm 7 miles away from.
Design my life from scratch.
Oh no, 20, never mind, 22 miles away.
I would have been 26 years old. My final day. At the time, I was planning to just take 1 year out.
Whoa, what's up everyone? Where are you guys watching from? What are you guys up to today on this Saturday? What time is it over by you? It's 12:37 p.m. right now.
Full-time YouTuber, even though that was never quite the intention when I decided to take a break from it.
Man, beautiful, beautiful day. It's 83 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is pretty hot actually.
If the answer is no, then something should probably change, maybe. At least that's how I think about it.
Let's see what Ollie has
As I
to
think
say.
about it now, if I think about what I do these days, where I film for a day a week, I have my team mostly, well, some of my team in person, I build stuff.
Whoa, I'm driving 100 miles an hour. I didn't even notice. This car is fast.
Honestly, at this point, the answer is yes.
Got my
Obviously,
Tesla,
I want to
love driving it.
change things and maybe leave the UK and maybe live somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. But
Oh,
broadly,
wow.
if I think of what I do for work, you know, outside of the sort of family circumstances, I think about what I do for work. This actually is how I would want to be spending my time, at least for now. Obviously, subject to change. As things change over time, you know, I may decide that at some point, filming videos every week is no longer how I want to spend my time. Or, I don't know, building businesses and trying to grow them is no longer how I'd like to spend my time. But at least for now, it definitely feels very alive within me. It feels very aligned to the future that I want for myself. And now when I ask myself the question of, you know, if I could design a life completely from scratch, what would it look like?
That's a good question.
It lands on almost exactly what I'm doing right now. And that was not the case 4 years ago. So it's just like cool to see that trajectory. And so if you've got this far in the video, firstly, thank you for watching. But I would pose this question to you. If you were to design your life completely from scratch, how different would that look compared to
If
what
I could design my life, honestly, the life is pretty cool right now.
What can you do to bridge the gap? For me, I
What
realized that the
would
life
I do
want is one where I don't
differently?
have to go to an office every day.
I guess I would just make YouTube
I can
videos
just go to
every
an
day,
office,
just live stream every day.
I don't have to.
That'd be
The life that I want
sick.
is one where I can essentially kind of spend my time reading, writing, learning,
Make good
teaching,
money doing
all that
that.
stuff.
Not a bad life.
And working with a team somewhat in person to make that stuff a reality, at least on the work side. And that's slowly the life that I've kind of built over these last 8 years of doing stuff on YouTube, which
I wish I slept a little bit more. I don't know why I keep waking up early.
I had a session with my writing
Yeah,
coach.
not
Again,
good.
Azul, he's very
Not
nice. He
good.
introduced to me by Pat Flynn, you might know from the Smart Pat Flynn podcast. So Azul and I have been working together for the last few months, and he's been helping me come out of my own fear of like self-promotion when it comes to writing.
Ooh,
All of these
self-promotion.
other various
That's a good
kind of
topic.
baggages associated with like writing a book, which apparently loads of different authors go through. And there was something that Azul said during this call, which really like changed the way that I was approaching this. He just kind of reminded me, he was like, look, Ali, you're supposed to be having fun writing this book. It doesn't sound like you're having very much fun right now. And I was like, damn, you're right. Like, just that reminder. It's like
Just
my
having
whole
fun,
mantra
man. That's
throughout
all
my
it
life
is at the end of the day.
You know, this thing.
I
of
love
journey
that
before
reminder.
destination. This thing that, yes, goals and like whatever. But what's more important than setting and achieving ambitious goals? What's more important than that is enjoying the journey and enjoying the process of doing them. Weirdly, if you enjoy the things that you're doing, then chances are you'll become more successful at them if success is what you're optimizing for. And after Azul reminded me of this thing that I'm supposed to be having fun in writing the book, I also realized that I'd been taking it too seriously. Like, I'd been fixated on the outcome of, oh my god,
that
A, I want this
definitely
book
lands.
to be really good, and B, this feels shameful to admit, but I was really fixated on the outcome that I really want this book to be a New York Times bestseller. And it feels so ridiculous to admit that out loud because that's such an arbitrary.
And then now he's a New York Times
goal.
bestseller.
It's also really hard to get a book on the New York Times bestseller list, and it's like so much of it is dependent on factors outside of our own control. And normally, I'm not a fan of setting goals for things that are outside of my control. So, like with this YouTube channel, I've never really been a fan of setting a subscriber goal, or a views goal, or a revenue goal. Instead, my goal is just I want to produce 2 videos a week. Because making 2 videos a week is something in my control. Whereas subscribers, views, revenues, all of that stuff is outside of my control. But for some reason, I kind of changed my usual mode of operation for this book. I was like, you know what, I really want this to be a New York Times bestseller. And I think that fixation on the outcome was another thing that was causing me to lie in bed at night when I couldn't sleep, and I'll be thinking, well, you know, how do we market this book? You know, what's it going to be about? How do we make sure it's good? And I was putting so much pressure on this idea of this book being a bestseller that I think I was losing sight of the fact that this whole thing is supposed to be fun. Oh, this is some good stuff.
Good stuff.
This was 24th of February.
I love how he's commenting on his own reaction to reaction.
I have not had a haircut.
I'm reacting to a reaction.
Like months, because everything was closed. And I'd spent 6 months working my way up to all of this effort in the book proposal, only to get feedback from various people that it was a bit shit. And now, the book is out. And it is a New York Times and Sunday Times bestseller.
Wow.
And the times where I made the most progress on the book was when I focused on enjoying the process. It always just comes back down to that, you guys. It just does.
Enjoy the process. Yo, what's good? What's up, homie? Watching Ali Abdaal's newest video that just came out. How he just turned 30 years old. Nice. Love the.
And in these last
just driving back home,
2021,
27 minutes away.
Proposal, yeah, it felt very serious and very heavy.
He's talking about the book that he just launched.
I also forgot at various times in the journey.
Yeah.
Initially working on the first
Have you heard of Ali Abdaal? He's good, man. He's really good.
It became heavy
His
and
stuff
became
is pretty
serious
solid.
again. I got into my own head. And one day the editing.
He has like 5
initially
million
was fun,
subscribers.
And
It's pretty crazy.
I just had such a weird relationship with this book where it was like, sometimes the process of it was enjoyable, and that was when I made progress. And sometimes the process was not enjoyable, and that was when I stalled out and I didn't make any progress. I'm like,
he's talking about just having fun in life, enjoying the process, making sure you have fun.
Working in this business and stuff.
Where are you going?
This is a lesson that I still
Not going on a walk.
I still have not quite learned from that.
Nah, I'm about to go home, eat lunch a little bit, and then I'm going to visit my sister and her husband. He just got surgery, so we're just there for moral support.
I had to keep on reminding myself.
Yeah. What about you? What are you up to? Anything else going on for today?
It still hasn't quite sunk in, because I guess all of society tells us that you've got to work hard, you've got to do the thing, you've got to put in more effort.
Yeah.
It's like if you're finding something hard, just work harder. Like do more, try harder.
Thank you. You too, man. What about you? How's your day? What time is it? Where do you say you live again? Do you live in India? Where in India?
I'll find a post-it note and stick it on my screen. What would this look like if it were fun? How do I make this thing 20%
Anytime I go faster than 80 miles an hour, whee!
How many projects should you have going at a given moment? And I think this is going to vary for different people. I've been speaking to basically everyone I know about this for the last several months. I think the number is basically 5 plus or minus 2. So somewhere between 3 and 7 seems to be around about the number that seems to be reasonable for most people.
India.
This is.
Oh wow, it's pretty late for you, man.
Memory. This is how many chunks of information.
Oh no, why? What happened?
In the random access memory.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
How many chunks of information?
What are you anxious about?
So, for
Talk
example,
to us.
when they do studies where they ask people to memorize bits of numbers, generally people.
Damn.
At Enterprise Mobility,
You're not anxious. It's the better way to say it is sometimes I get anxious, but that doesn't mean you're anxious.
this is one we didn't expect.
Because anxious is when you say you're something, that means that, but you're not anxious all the time. It's just sometimes you are, right?
And I think that seems to be right about accurate for this active investment stuff as well. Usually people I've spoken to, if I think of myself, when I've got like more than 7 projects on the go, it feels like I'm completely scattered and I'm gonna kind of burn out doing those things.
Man, this guy, he's really good at vlogging.
Basically the smaller the
Very
number is,
inspiring.
I only really need
Just
to
to do it every day, get out there, become more comfortable with this stuff.
That then starts to feel really good.
Good stuff.
This video was filmed on the 19th of August 2022. I would have been 28 years old.
28.
28, something like that. Channel would have been.
Tomorrow is my last semester of exams.
Office and studio in London.
It's somewhat difficult to me. Aw, you got this, man.
Decided to go back.
What exam are you taking? What subject?
But at some point in my life in the future, one of my dreams is to have my own like co-working space with a team office with like a podcast and YouTube production studio attached to it, and like a coffee shop and a library and a gym all rolled into one building. That would be sick. that's like a project for the next 5 to 10 years.
That's cool.
But for now, for those current seasons of my life, I realized that actually I like the flexibility and the freedom of just shooting from my house rather
That's
than the
cool.
extra expenses of having a whole extra office, which is why I only usually work all access passes.
Co-working space. Nice.
Anyway, that aside, this was really the turning point for me where I realized that less is more.
Less is more.
Like energy investment portfolio, and I still use a variation of the system to this day, where I have a long list of things that I would like.
What's
to
everyone else up
very
to
short list
today?
of things that I'm actively doing right now. My whole system for goal setting is not even like 3 to 7 goals. It's like 3 to 5 goals. I
3
found
to
that when I
5
have
goals.
somewhere between 3
Exam
and 5
is
goals,
related
that is
to
when I can make
programming,
progress
Java,
on,
Python.
you know, a reasonable amount. When I start
Oh,
having more than that,
cool.
when I start thinking I want to juggle all of these
Dude,
different
at least
things,
you'll make
that's
a
when
lot
I
of
think
money
it
when
goes
you're done
bad.
with
That's
all
the time
that.
I speak about it.
So it's
yeah,
university.
keeping-
Or what?
keeping the numbers small.
What grade are you in? Are
Completely
you almost
coincidentally,
done with
yesterday,
school?
I had a podcast conversation with Cal Newport, who has written a great
Whoa.
book called Slow Productivity, and we were talking about this as well. He's done a load of research into
Yup, nice,
kind of
dude.
people like James
You're a senior? You're
and,
graduating?
sort of these
Dude.
Galileo and Marie
Hell
Curie and these
yeah.
sorts of people from back in the day who were very productive, but in a different sort of way than what we mean by productivity now. And a lot of his shtick
Nice.
that I completely agree
Good
with
stuff.
is that you want to have a small project active at any given time. And I was giving a project.
Now,
And the unfortunate truth is that
hell
it is
yeah,
impossible to
dude.
juggle anything.
That's exciting. Congrats,
Like,
man.
this
Are you
whole
gonna
thing
stay?
that
Are you gonna
is
stay
just
in
impossible.
India?
And the more you can reduce the
2
number of active
months.
things that you
Are you
work
gonna
on at any
move
given
somewhere,
time,
a different country?
The more progress you make on them, but also the more chill your life is, and the more ability you actually have to enjoy the process and allow for good productivity. Whatever position you are in,
Alright, 20.
they're all basically face.
So I cleaned the garage this week. Oh, so much better. So much. Life is so much better when your place is clean.
Or
You know?
do we do a thing that will help us?
That was
enjoy
nice.
life? Now, it is very, very unusual to meet someone who is so
Yeah, you're
pleasantly
sleepy,
aligned
alright?
that like the things that they would.
The only bad thing is
genuinely
sunglasses
do
make me
fun
kind of sleepy.
are also the things that make them money.
You're moving UK. Oh, graduate studies? No way.
Most people.
What's what university? Do I know? I think the only one I know is Leeds, Cambridge, Oxford,
Straight off in some
and
life. All right. Was 29 time.
29.
The big realization was that it is okay to leave money on the table.
Okay,
This whole
okay.
arc
Have a good day.
of
Take
my
care.
career since
Thanks for
2017
stopping by.
To 2024.
Hey.
A lot of it was, initially it was this thing around, hey, I'm doing this thing. Yes, I'm enjoying the process, but really, the reason I'm doing it is because I like this idea of building this life that I love. I like this idea of not being shackled to a job that I don't necessarily enjoy.
When the temperature's
And I
too
came to a
cool,
point where
I get
made money,
sleepy.
And I had enough.
Oh, Stanford?
The temptation was still there to
Hey.
continue to
Going to
support money,
Stanford?
to make the numbers go up, to feel like, well, I've only got a few single-digit millions in the bank. So
Nice. Okay,
I feel
bye-bye.
more financially secure and safe if I had double-digit millions in the bank. It's like these
Millions.
stupid-ass things.
Oh, he cursed.
And really, over the last 6 months, it's come as a big sort of turnaround to realize that actually, I'm okay with leaving money on the table. I've been doing a few talks recently.
Round
had
table.
people come up to me, and a surprisingly large number of people have said, people who've been following my channel for a very long time. In the early days of the channel, it felt really nice. It felt like I was sharing stuff from the heart, and then somewhere around the middle, it sort of flipped into this kind of clickbaity category where everything was over optimized, and it sort of lost a bit of the soul. And these people said that the last few months of content on the channel, they've felt has been more like old Ollie used to be, which is always an interesting thing to say because or rather, it's always interesting feedback to give because I change over time and I don't want to confine myself to an old version of myself and what people thought. If someone was like, "Hey, I preferred you when you were 23," it's like, okay, well, I'm 30 now, so whatevs. But I think there is something there around the middle. Maybe 2022, 2023 on the YouTube channel, when I had a bigger team and we had more expenses and we had lots of sponsored videos and we had lots of courses that we were plugging all the time and stuff. It did feel as if the reason I was making videos was not because I enjoyed it, but because it was
That's
the
deep.
business, it was the job.
Whoa,
it
you can
was
kind of
life.
see.
But
That's
since
kind of
having this
wild.
realization about 6 months ago,
You can
I
kind of see
recognized,
there in the
what?
reflection.
I
It's
actually do
strong.
I
That's
actually am going
crazy.
to focus on just enjoying the process, and I'm only going to make YouTube videos when I feel like it. this is a YouTube video that I'm making because I feel like it.
It's
probably not going to get that many views, being honest, because like, you know, if the way you get lots of views on YouTube is by creating a viral clickbait title that appeals to people outside of your core audience, right? This video is not going to appeal to anyone outside of my core audience. Even within my core audience, it's a bit long. Maybe not
viral.
But I want to make this video. I think it's a cool video to make, and I think for the handful of people who might watch it, there might be something interesting that can help someone genuinely remind themselves of what they already know, which is that actually enjoyment is efficiency. Enjoy the process. Somewhat forget about the outcome, because the outcome will take care of itself as you focus on enjoying the process. This is not a video that's going to go viral. If it does, great. But that's not what I'm making the video because I genuinely feel like it. And over the last few months, since having this realization that it's okay to leave money on the table, it almost now feels like I'm playing with house money, to use a gambling analogy, where I can be more carefree and relaxed with the content. I feel less of that sense of like, oh shit, make sure I make them on time, make sure I appease the algorithm.
That thing is loud as hell.
I think there's a valuable message or interesting message to share.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't care too much
That's
about how they
weird.
perform. My team cares about how they perform, and that's okay. But I don't need to care about. I don't need to care too much about how they perform. And all of this basically stemmed from this massive realization that, like, you know, I had a bit of a period
Oh god, spam mail.
realizing that I do have enough.
Junk.
In many ways, I've always had enough. And at the times where I focused on enjoying the process, rather than focused on making more money, I have ironically made more money.
Cool.
As well. So, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the desire for more money, more status, more accolades, more whatever, more career progression, often comes at the cost of enjoyment. But ironically, if you focus on the enjoyment, you'll probably get the other stuff anyway, and you'll be way happier.
I'm right next to the car wash. Maybe I should do my car wash. Let's see.
If you've gotten this far, I would love to hear a comment from you, because you're probably like, you know, an OG fan of the channel or something like that. So super appreciate that. But I'd love to hear in the comment,
2.2.
What video would you like to see next? You know, part of my desire to make videos is because I feel like there's a message to share, but it's always really helpful for me to know what you guys want to hear.
I love going to the car wash.
Because if I know that there's appetite for something, if loads of people are asking, how do you deal with procrastination or motivation? I'm like, oh, okay, I can do a video about that. It kind of makes it feel more fun to make a video if I know that people actually want it, rather than because I get a thing from the algorithm or YouTube Studio Analytics saying that, oh, people want this video. So I'd much prefer to hear from you guys. And if you did enjoy this video and you haven't yet seen my video from a few months ago, this is 7 life lessons I wish I knew sooner, which doesn't have much overlap with what I talked about here. So you can check that out.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
I wish I knew at 20. Oh, this is a good title. I like this one. Let's try it. See, he's good at like giving ideas on what to make videos about. Ali, yeah, he got 5.53 million subscribers. Yo, that's crazy. Okay, popular, most recent. So videos a week ago. A week in my life vlog. Oh, he's in Turkey. That's cool. Hindi dub is bad.
The road to opportunity.
Hello friends, and welcome back
Whoa,
to
that's pretty legit.
the vlog.
Whoa, not bad. Yeah.
We are actually in Turkey, and we are here
Ah,
for
Turkey.
quarterly retreat. And we
That's
have
so
all
cool.
of us in this villa in Antalya, which is about an hour's flight from Istanbul. I got in last night, yesterday was
Istanbul.
Eid, so Eid Mubarak, and we celebrate. So I spent the morning and afternoon with the fam, and then took an evening
Wow, a
flight
lot of people are out today.
in
A
this
lot of
absolutely
cars.
sick place. And we're gonna kick
Everyone
things
is
off today with
going somewhere for the
presentations.
holidays.
We're going to be going over our
That's for
vision,
sure.
mission, values as a business.
Yeah.
Nice. Hello everyone. Welcome to this.
This
team
is
retreat.
Ali Abdal
Thank you
for
for the hard work
people
you
that are
guys have been
tuning
doing
in.
in the last 3 months in
So
particular
cool.
on getting everything off the ground. We are in an exciting new place in the business where we are, as you know, trying to build to scale rather than the whole business being reliant around me churning out videos. The business being more of its own thing where we can deliver results for our students, wonderful students, and our paying customers and stuff in a way that doesn't necessarily require me to be involved in every step. Today, we want to realign on vision, mission, values, We're going to redo the annual goals, or the goals for this year, because now we have a lot more clarity on what specifically we're going after. We have a bunch of key results you'll be pleased to know to go over, and then Angus has been making lots of changes to the firmware of the business.
Whoa, firmware. That's cool. That's
so those are our 5 key objectives for the year: Productivity Lab, AliDog.com, email, YouTuber Academy, and systems. Those are sort of like the areas of big change.
Not bad, not bad.
And then the areas of smaller changes, all of the content stuff. There's only so far you can go with like the cavalier
Welcome to my country,
attitude
Turkey.
that I've had to date. But what will take us to the next level, which is what we're trying to get to, is more like go slow to go fast. We're thinking a lot more about not just this month, but this year, next 3 years, next 5 years, next 10 years.
206 comments.
Very nicely to be a calm, nice business.
68,000 views.
We're able to help people build lives they love.
The music's nice too. The sound system's not bad actually on my Tesla. I'll take it.
It's about 5:30 and we've just finished the day of meetings. One of the things about scaling a sort of business like this is that you then get the option of, do you want to hire a ghostwriter to write on Twitter or LinkedIn or post on Instagram on your behalf and stuff. And I've dabbled with this over the years, but at the moment it just sort of feels like it's a bit too inauthentic. But I already write my weekly newsletter, Sunday Snippets, which you can sign up to if you want, aliabdal.com/Sunday. That's something that I write by myself. And I write a lot of my own Instagram captions if I'm just posting a picture and stuff. I don't really like it when other people ghostwrite stuff for me because the tone is a bit off. So I don't know if I'm being too much of a diva about this. But a big conclusion of the meeting was we're just not going to try and ghostwrite anything in my voice, and anything that's written under my name will actually be written by me. And if we're sending emails and stuff that are written by the team, it will be from Team Ali Abdal or Ali Abdal team rather than from Ali Abdal the man himself. We also have a good session around Productivity Lab, which is a new product that we are launching like next week. Now it is 5:30. We are going out for dinner in an hour, and so a few of us are going on a run because it's a very nice day. The sky is blue-ish. What are we doing? We're going out to dinner at an unknown location. That's about it. Yeah. It's gonna be a good night. I love this. Love this perspective you've got. Close up. We're gonna eat lots of food. We're gonna have dessert. We're gonna. I don't, but it's being picked up by Jakob, who's our foodie in the next vlogger has arrived. Whoa! We've also got one. DJI Inception sound. Any message for the fans? I have the same message. Please follow Dr. Ali Abdal on every platform that you can, and please buy his book. Thank you so much. Please also leave a review on Amazon. He'll love it. What's the question? Anything to say for the vlog?
Oh, cool. We made it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not too bad. A little bit of a line.
It just so happens that all of the girls decided to go on the first trip because we only have one taxi between us. So all the girlies went on the first trip and all the lads are coming on the second trip. Hopefully saying that doesn't get me cancelled.
Oh, what the hell? Members only lane. Alright, let's do it. Not bad, not bad. Have to go through a car wash, yeah.
Alrighty, it's day 2 and we're going to start the morning off with a bit of a sauna session. We've just been in the sauna. And then we're going to get in the pool, which is very cold. And this is going to mirror
Get a hair
an ice plunge or a cold plunge. So we're going to record an episode of Cold Wisdom. Cold Wisdom 2.0.
Cold wisdom. Genius, genius.
You know what they say?
So it's helpful to see to add music makes the video so much better. So I gotta learn how to do that. Well,
every single day.
guess I'm gonna be learning how to edit a lot this year.
Since the start of January.
Always dark.
And then I got my Pokemon Go. You can see here.
Way colder pool than this, and talks about sort of life advice that he thinks is useful. What's some life advice that I should talk about? So, a piece of advice.
Come on, what's going on, man? They're stuck in. Oh my god.
Is partnering up with one of his mates to start a business. And really, before you do anything.
At Enterprise Mobility, we never stop looking for new mobility solutions. Because sometimes the best way
I'm stuck at the car wash. Not sure what's going on here. People be wilding out. but it's all good. I'm late. Might as well just add an extra 10 minutes to it. Why not? But yeah, getting a car wash is nice, especially in the summer because there's a lot of dust all over the car now because all the pollen and stuff like that. So let's see. So I'm pretty close to home though. I'm about like 5 minutes from home, so that's not too bad. I got my Dragonite, just beat the Salamence here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it moved, finally. Hallelujah. Alright. Let's see. Hello. Thank you. Yay. Alright, now I gotta turn on there's like a car wash mode. How do I do this? Sir, oh, car wash mode. Boom. So you guys can see how long the line is. Not too bad, right? Oh, wait, can you see? Oh, never mind. That was a fail. Yeah, but it's not too bad. It's like 3 cars in front of me. But definitely love doing the car wash. Ooh, I just caught a Shadow Gibble. Hee hee. If you guys don't play Pokemon Go, it's a lot of fun. See? Gibble, Shadow. And then just hatch the egg. And let's see what the egg is. Aw, it's okay, it's alright. At least it's cute, kinda. So yeah, I play way too much Pokemon Go, according to my wife. But it's all good. There's definitely unhealthier habits out there. Alright, so let's see.
Before you do anything else, the first thing you've got to do is just validate that the idea is actually good. I.e., is there at least one person who is actually willing to pay money for that specific
Dude, that's
idea?
good advice, man. Holy crap.
Actually, yeah, figuring out if there is a market for the thing.
There's a market
Step
for
number 2,
coaching.
especially if you're starting something with a co-founder, is to really nail down what are the specific roles and responsibilities that each co-founder will have. With my first business, 6 Med,
That's good. That's good advice.
Me and my co-founder James, the problem with that business was that we were both visionary type people. We were both into big ideas and all that kind of stuff, and we just hadn't really thought about.
So I'll show you guys.
So I ended up doing everything. And James
Ooh, this phone's a little hot in the summer.
And essentially, inevitably, when you have co-founder relationships where you haven't clarified roles, one person will always feel a little bit resentful of the other person because one person will always feel as if they are doing more work than the other. And so part of the process of co-founding something with someone is ideally you want someone who has a complementary skill set. In mine and James' case, we were both visionaries, and neither of us was an integrator or an operator. So I ended up being the operator, which is not my kind of default.
So you see, this is cool. Look,
really fun. It's much more fun.
trippy, right? Got my easy pass.
Obviously, at the start of a business, you're gonna have both parties will have to muck in and do everything.
This is the.
You want to try and avoid the situation where
see,
you feel that sort of
steering wheel is much more minimalist. I'm not sure if you guys drive, but yeah.
50-50 is actually kind of a bad idea just to start with. You should have sort of vested schedule all this stuff. So we were kind of talking through some of these ideas.
Whoa.
I'm not sure that's particularly common.
I love it. Okay, that's pretty loud. Maybe I'll wait. Oh, it tells you, what is it, climate. Oh, front close. Huh. Okay, it turns off. Very cool. Hot wax. Depending on what member you are, you get different add-ons and things like that. So sometimes you do have to pay more for the wax and stuff like that, but I just need the basic. I'm good. Just getting all the dead bugs off the car, basically. Ooh, pretty. I always like this color. It looks cool. It's peaceful being in the car wash. Ooh, a little chilly. Alright, we almost made it. Now I gotta out of here. Whee! Whoa. Cool. Oh. Nice. That was fun. Thank you. That was fun. All right. Car is nice and fresh. Car is happy. We call the car Fluffy. So Fluffy is happy. Now I'm 8 minutes away from going home, eating a little bit, and then heading out. Good stuff.
Happy to work for someone for your life? Would you like to start a business someday? Do you have a business right now?
You did the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire theme.
Entrepreneurship journey, increasingly, a lot of the stuff that I talk about and think about is about entrepreneurship, just because I live and breathe it every day. So yeah, interesting to see what the overlap is with the audience in that sense. Anyway, time for
pretty cool.
Sauna now. So. What's it like working for a YouTuber, and would you recommend it?
Working for a YouTuber is probably my favorite job I've ever had. But I'm also biased because I don't think every YouTube company, every YouTube team is the same. It's pretty unique because it's like 14 or 15 people. It's truly like a one company. And I recently had the reflection after Angus asked me where I'd like to be in 1 to 3 years' time. And I was thinking about it and I thought, this is the best job I think I could ever have. And I want it to be the last job that I ever have, which is really testament to the people that we have over here and the kind of work that we get to do every day.
That's
What's
awesome.
the most enjoyable part of your role?
I get a lot of satisfaction actually out of knowing that the content is like, we put a lot of thought into trying to make videos that are genuinely helpful for the audience, and then when I see all the comments being like, this is amazing, and I'm watching the videos for ages, and this one in particular like really helped me out, like I genuinely find that very satisfying and meaningful, and like knowing that we're impacting people directly and changing their lives as a result.
The most enjoyable part of my job is the people, of course. The team are incredible. They have such a good vibe, so friendly, they're also intelligent and smart, and yeah, it's absolutely the team. Have such a close-up interaction with our audience and seeing like what they like and looking at all the amazing comments and DMs that we receive from like really great people. I think it's really nice to be part of that and seeing the impact that Ali and the business as a whole makes on people, so that's really nice.
Anything that sticks in mind as something you've learned by being here as part of this team?
So lovey-dovey this video.
Something I've learned is the power of, you can create the job that you want just by outreach and just by finding the right people you want to work for, instead of looking at
That's good advice, actually. Be proactive about reaching out to the companies you want to work for.
the pool of
You never know.
jobs that are out there and choosing from them. And so there's like 2 levers I like to pull. One
So
is
cool.
if you have
I
a
love
longer
that.
time horizon, there are more interesting opportunities that can arise. If you only give yourself a month to find a job, you can only find the best of the jobs that are available in that month. The second lever is finding a list of creators or businesses or the types of people you want to be mentored or coached by, the kind of people that you look up to, an environment where you'd be really energized, and then proactively reaching out to go and work within those environments and within those teams. I think around getting a job is probably one thing, and not to settle for jobs. I think it's really easy to get comfortable inside of a job. Think, oh, this is just how work is and what work looks like. There are so many different types of jobs out there, and I'm so happy
That's so
with the
cool.
jobs I found that fit for me within this team. And I'm sure that there's a fit for everybody else watching this video in a different team as well.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ali.
I'm gonna go back, eat a little bit. I'm always eating, man. That's my kryptonite. Food, but food tastes so good, you know.
We've just done an hour of quest planning, starting with the commercial side of the business, because we're gearing up for the launch of Productivity Lab, which is going to be our big project for this year. The idea behind this quest system is that every quarter each team member is working on a quest, like a quarterly quest. It means quest because it's more fun. And that quest is broken down into projects and tasks.
Whoa.
And the quest is like, what is your focus for the quarter? What is like the one thing that you're working on this quarter that will most move the needle for your area of the business or for the goals of the business? And it's useful to define it in terms of like facts, feelings, and functionality. This is the definition of done from Dan Martell's excellent book, Buy Back Your Time. So, you know, what are the facts, what are the feelings, and what are the functionality? What would it look like when this is completed? And then the idea is that each week, every team member will give an update on how their quest is coming along.
Gamify.
Each quest will be made up of multiple projects, and so that those projects will go into a project management system where we can then see like, okay, cool, of the 4 projects that make up this quest, are we on track to complete them? And then ideally, we want to do things one at a time. We don't want it to feel as if there's like 8 projects that are happening all at the same time. For a certain team member, we kind of want there to be sequencing so that it's like one project and then that's done, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and all of this rolls up into quests. It's our new implementation of project management that we're doing in the business for the first time this quarter. And so hopefully that'll be useful. We used to work on like 5-6 week sprints, but then things were just changing a bit too often. And I think it served us at a previous area of growth for the business. But I think to unlock the next level of growth, we kind of need to take our time a little bit more. And the whole theme for this year is go slow to go fast.
Cool.
Dinner time again.
Let's go. It's dinner time.
Let's go.
Dr. Ali Abdal.
That's funny. Nice vibes. That's cool, man. To be able to have that many employees, I'm not sure if I want to manage this many people, though. But he has a GM, he has Tintin, so.
Alright, it's the end of the evening. It is 10:30 p.m. and 5 of us are heading back while everyone else is staying out partying in town. They were looking for some sort of belly dancer to watch or something. But me and Dan and Angus and Gareth and Jakob have all decided to go home. So we are waiting for our taxi to rock up and take us home. Day 3, and we are going on
That's
an
so
adventure.
cool.
We don't know what the adventure involves.
The retreat,
we are going on one, and
the work travel honestly has been, and the conferences has been like the best memories. That's always a good time, honestly. A lot of good memories. That is truly like, what lovely music. Love it. I'll let my wife know I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 minutes away, my love. You ready soon? I'll eat and then we head out. Yeah, vlog is so cool. I definitely need to learn how to do more vlog styles. I have so much content, I could probably make some vlogs. I just have to figure out how to make it cooler.
That's 86. Never would have thought that starting to make YouTube videos in my bedroom in 2017 would lead to a place where I'm now here with like 14 of my teammates who I've literally employed full time to like hang out with me and help me make more YouTube videos and stuff. Is now in this place where we can come to absolutely incredible places, do like activities and stuff, while also calling everything a business expense and doing it as a part of like quarterly planning and goal setting and stuff. It's just so sick. So sick. If anyone's thinking of starting a business, mate, it's the vibes.
It's the vibes.
The life. So good. So good.
That's the vibes. Let's go. That's so cool. Okay. Well, I guess I stopped watching a lot of his videos, so there's a lot to catch up on. Damn, he's been killing it, dude. So how Oh, the one that failed. He said he failed a business.
At Enterprise Mobility, we never stop looking for new mobility solutions. Because sometimes the best road forward is the one.
Yeah, a lot of
we
traffic
expect.
today. Jesus. Alright.
When you
I guess let's
do
see how long
something,
it would take to go to my
you launch a
sister's.
product
I'm
and
curious.
it doesn't work,
Why is a productivity guy getting into keyboards?
and it gets negative
okay.
reviews and stuff.
This thing is probably really affordable and really cheap. And
So, according to this
okay,
thing,
I have never seen.
let's
this
see if the
before.
traffic is that
Glued
bad.
Metal weights to the top of the case.
Drawing more attention to those negative reviews is generally
54
considered a
minutes.
bad
Okay.
thing from the people I've spoken to
Helpful.
about this. How was the reception to the video I tried a YouTube Guru's $160 keyboard?
More negative than I had hoped, honestly, like towards you, which I felt bad about. But yeah, I hope like my critiques were helpful, not too vitriolic.
The reason I'm making this video is because I've been documenting the journey for the last 7 years around growing this YouTube channel and growing
It's all
this
about
business.
the origin.
And I think it's nice to share the wins, but also to share the failures.
People
and
like to
lessons
hear about
and
the
learnings.
origin story, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
the goal of this video
inspiring.
is
There's
to
hope
share what are the lessons that
associated with
me
it.
and my team have learned from launching a
Alright guys, well, almost home. Thank you for tuning in as I continue to document more aspects of my life. If you made it this far, you're a champ, you're a trooper, you're a real one. I love it when YouTubers do that to me, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to learn from these YouTubers. And post in the comments, and anyone that's watching afterwards, if there's anything, any videos or any topics or any questions you want me to answer, that'd be great. I'm gonna be doing a lot more like reflection videos and just like life lessons, right? Like stuff I wish I knew at 30. Oh dude, this would be interesting. Stuff I knew at 30, stuff I would want to know at 21, like different stages. I think that'd be a really cool video. And then hopefully I can dig up some past stuff about it and show you crazy videos of the parties and all the stuff I used to do. This should be interesting. Let's see if the sound quality is decent enough. Cheers guys, peace.